Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to another round, a very unusual round of Spudventures. I don't even know where to begin with this, but I'm going to be your GM or Czar, Newbiespud. Joining me is DoubleCross.
Hello.
Oblivious.
Hello.
And Space Jawa.
Hello.
With some more from the Newbiespud Discord server later on. And we are going to play a little something I'm calling Dungeons Against Humanity, which is a D&D game, but instead of dice, you used Cards Against Humanity cards. It was a Tumblr post, and we're now going to do it.
You should edit. I mean, if you're able, you should try editing that image into the video later. And
What image?
The one that got the idea kicked off in the first place.
Oh yeah, I should probably put that in there on the YouTube version. I was gonna load it up for the stream, but then I forgot because I had to figure out 100 other things for this. So,
which caused a blue screen.
I basically how this is working technically is I don't have a physical set of Cards Against Humanity cards, but I have Tabletop Simulator open. Since not everyone does, it's just going to be basically my deck behind the DM screen. And whenever, something appears or an attack is made or a spell is cast, whatever situation seems appropriate to have a blank, then we draw a white Cards Against Humanity card and just kind of roll with whatever it says. So this will get rather insane rather fast. I need to fix the chat in stream so that it stays up. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. So I've also got some other rules in place just to try and make sure this goes smoothly. I've got a small deck of black cards, which I can draw to kind of create a prompt, something adventurous. If you... Oblivious, what does that sound?
I'm trying to mess with the faucet, actually. It started leaking.
Well, can you mute yourself while you do that? Okay.
No. It started leaking while I was trying to turn it off. That was the problem.
This is already great. Multiple people are on their phones. There's random background noise. This is not going to be a very polished session. Running this by the seat of my pants.
Just roll with it.
Just roll with it. If you have
no, you're playing with cards, so it's just deal with it.
If you engineer a situation where you have advantage on something,
God damn it.
You will basically draw two cards and you can pick which one. If I say you have disadvantage on a task or a skill check or whatever, then we draw two cards and I pick one. But in most cases, we just draw one and we roll with it. So yeah, our setting is just kind of your generic magical high fantasy world, probably Forgotten Realms, but it's probably going to morph into something very weird by the end. But that's kind of where the baseline we're starting on. So tell me who your characters are, starting with Space Jawa.
Okay, so I'm using as a basis a character that I rolled up on a random character generator.
I'm not worried about stats. I literally don't care what your stats are. Just use a random character generator if you need to.
Right. Well, his name is Siku. He is an Earth genocide. He kind of looks like a tree person. He's a bard. How much? How much do you want me to say?
No, that's about it. Oblivious?
Okay.
Apparently, I also rolled a bard. This one, yeah. This is gonna get weird really fast. But yeah, this is Tenno, a Minotaur bard.
And
He's yeah.
adding to the chaos is the live captions I've got on the stream that are occasionally getting things wrong. DoubleCross, what's your character?
Obviously, I also rolled a bard. No. I posted my result from the randomizer earlier, and with some slight modification by way of I just doodled it as a Sonic character. Her name's Rather. She's a Kenku barbarian.
Oh. All right.
She's also an anthropologist.
That sounds about right. I'm not going to remember any of your characters' names. And if we draw a result that we all agree would just absolutely kill someone, one of your characters, that character's going to die, and you have to roll up a new one.
Got it.
Woo!
Fortunately, I've got an assortment on standby for just that.
All right. Well, I'm going to draw one of my black cards. For I guess for the audio record, I've got 33 black cards and 788 white cards that I've pruned. For the black cards pretty extensively, for the white cards pretty lightly. It's like expansions, base set, expansions 1 through 5, and a bunch of other expansions besides that. And I just went through all of them and just was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that if that comes up. All right. And I'm just going to draw a card, and we're going to see what that generates. We start with you at the end of your latest caper. You know, you've caught this criminal or whatever, and he says, "I would have gotten away with it too if it hadn't been for walking into a glass door." And
That's what you get for also being a bird.
is this another?
I take offense to that.
Is this another Kenku or Ankara or what is it?
It's just a bird.
It's just a bird.
Who just rustled the parrot.
Wait, hold on. Did you say a bard or a bird?
Birds.
Oh, okay, bro. I thought you said bard for a second.
Don't you just hate it when that happens? You're just about to get away, and then bam! Glass window out of nowhere.
Arakakra, I don't know how the D&D races work in 5th edition. I haven't had enough experience. Also, Azure Mountain, I think you're here, right?
Yep. Hey.
So who is your character?
Oswald Shadowquick. He's a halfling warlock with the Outlander background. His patron is a celestial, and he's chaotic evil.
I'm not going to remember any of that.
All right.
So you turn in this criminal that you caught with the help of your new friend here, and the sort of the mayor of the town rewards you with men. Just, you know, if you need some men. And then he says, I have a much bigger task for you at the moment.
Well, these men should be useful in completing it.
Yeah, just men for whatever purpose you need them for.
Excellent. Tell me some subjects.
So they said there is. I'm not going to be able to keep a straight face or complete a sentence during all this.
Don't even
Read
try.
it.
He says, we've just received word that our local wizard in a tower who, normally helps us with, the magical things we need doing, has gone insane and is crafting a spell plague that will rid the world of liking big butts and not being able to lie about it. He's going to curse the world.
That sounds like a terrible fate.
Someone has to stop him.
Now, as a bird, I personally don't see any problem with this.
Of course you don't. You don't have a butt.
Exactly. But I guess this interrupts my human studies. Honestly,
He's just
apes and your giant asses.
He's going to rid the world of big butts that you can't lie about. Please,
Now, are we talking that people's behinds will shrink, or it will kill everyone with a big butt?
It's hard to say. Either way, not an ideal situation.
We should not let it come to that.
It's terrible for the bards.
Where is his tower?
It is 2 days' travel to the east. And there are bandits and monsters on the road, and the wizard's own defenses to contend with.
We should set out now.
Absolutely.
All right, your party and your men all take to the road.
As we go, Siku will play a song of encouragement of how they are going to kick this butt-banishing wizard's butt.
Yes, the song titled The Ooze.
Let's not have that word in conjunction with singing about butts.
It's called the ooze because ooze is what the wizard's butt is going to be once we're done with him.
Quick question, do these men have big butts? I think that's up to you guys. That's up to the party.
Some of them may well do.
It's a standard distribution. Got it.
Many others may well be interested in big butts and therefore have a personal
stake in saving their own large ass.
personal stake in saving many asses.
Gotta save the world's ass.
These men have big butts because I feel like they need to be emotionally invested.
I wonder if this plague is not just... It's not just going to get rid of humans with big butts, but might also get rid of large beasts of burden as well. That would definitely be a bad thing.
No, it was specifically big butts that you can't...
It's targeted at butts, not asses, okay?
Yeah.
but it's an imperfect spell plague.
That's Waterdeep's ass. God damn it.
It also, by twist of fate, it also does away with significant contradictions. Like you won't be able to yell, but something, something, something anymore.
No, it's not. Don't overcomplicate it. He's just gonna rid the world of liking big butts and not being able to lie about it.
We don't want to recreate the opening to Kingdom Hearts 2, all right?
I don't even know how that makes sense.
You can't say, why not?
Anyway,
Let's not look.
You travel along the road, initially peacefully, but then you hear a voice shout out, like a big eldritch voice coming from everywhere and nowhere at once, in all of your minds, screaming, "Who blasphemes and bubbles at the center of all infinity, whose name no lips dare speak aloud, and who gnaws hungrily in inconceivable, unlighted chambers beyond time?"
Siku will play a dramatic series of notes on his instrument.
All right,
Go on,
and you play a song of spectacular abs. and this creature shimmers into existence before you, and it is the essence of actually getting shot for real.
Oh dear.
He has a gun.
He is a gun.
He is just this giant person-sized gun.
Ah, fuck.
What do
I
you?
got close to a gunfight.
You are now in combat. What do you do?
Clearly, we have
know
to
if
stop
I'm
this
actually
giant
hearing.
gun by jamming the chamber up with something.
Siku is going to play encouraging background music designed to heroically encourage the men to get into action. and
This is
win.
true. We have the men. We have
All right.
cannon fodder.
I'll say go with Oblivious plan and with Space Jawa's support providing advantage. So I'll draw 2 cards, and Oblivious, you get to choose what you stuff the gun barrel with. Total fucking chaos, or Prince Ali Fabulous He Alibaba.
Wait a second.
Oh, okay.
That's
No,
all?
we're gonna go with the latter option because it goes with the musical thing that Jawa's playing.
So one of the men.
One
you got
jump,
is
one
Prince
jump
Ali.
ahead of the. Just jumps into the barrel and the whole thing explodes.
So we've
You
lost.
say it was one
man.
dude, but he had 75 golden camels.
Oh, that's where. Oh no, all the men. They all followed Prince Ali into the gun barrel.
No, no,
That
he was
we
so
don't have any men
charismatic.
anymore.
You've only got a few men left. A few good men. All right, in the wreckage and remains of the gun demon, you find repression. That is your treasure.
I know it well.
Can we put it in like a jar to weaponize it later or something?
You may attempt to. Roll me some kind of check. Just name a kind of skill check to do that. Any at all.
What's the funniest?
What sounds like an appropriate skill to wrestle your oppression into a your oppression into a
I was gonna say knowledge arcana, considering that we're dealing with an
Charisma.
eldritch thing.
I say if you're wrestling your own repression, it sounds like a charisma check.
Well, since you're the one doing that, we'll say you attempt to
Denial.
apply your charisma to the task, and you feel emotions. Just emotions.
So Jawa has become a David Cage game.
Your emotions are you've managed to bottle the repression, but as a result of wrestling with this thing, your emotions have gotten very heightened and dramatic and kind of stilted. I don't know.
He's fallen to his knees and now playing a sad blues number as he expresses his sadness.
Call that a partial success, but that's gonna stay with you for a while and give you disadvantage on your checks for the rest of the day.
Yes.
You say disadvantage, but now he's emotional. Wouldn't that make him a better artist?
These are David Cage emotions, though. So,
Oh shit!
Wouldn't that make him still kind of a semi-acceptable artist? He's still got projects out.
yeah,
We can't deny that he made
can
stuff.
still do his job, just not as well.
He's financially successful, but not nearly as well received.
I mean,
Anyway.
he's in a place where his music has emotions to come from, but also he's on the verge of dying from a drug overdose.
Well, okay, that's maybe too much of a stretch.
What?
Anyway, you continue along the path, the long winding road, and suddenly a thought occurs to you. What's that smell? There's
Okay,
something odorous in the air, and you're not sure what it is.
Looks around party.
Siku will begin sniffing the air for signs of what and where it's coming from.
Who wants to give me a skill check here? Azure?
Go for it, Azure.
Sure. Perception,
All right.
as I appear from nowhere.
You smell Dorito breath. Who's been eating Doritos? Come on.
And why have they not shared them?
Let's go through the remaining men.
All right. Do you do you inspect the men for Dorito breath?
Sure.
All right. Give me an investigation check. Someone. Who wants to take charge on that?
Bailey.
I'll do it.
Sorry, Bailey says, "Oh no, the ancient neckbeard dragon."
All right. You know what?
No, we haven't established it's a dragon yet.
Rewind everything. That's better. I love that. The Dorito breath heralds the arrival of a massive dragon who breathes not fire, but just like gaseous Dorito particles that take away your breath.
Oh no.
We have to neutralize it.
Quick, somebody find me some Mountain Dew.
Siku
Exactly.
Siku will attempt to soothe the savage beast with a catchy advertising song.
Does anyone have a better idea?
Trying to figure out what distracts neckbeards, which is a terrifying.
Magic the Gathering
I've never
cards.
used that word as a noun before. That's kind of concerning to me.
On the internet.
What?
Oh
What
god.
was that?
Being
Let's do it
wrong
with
on
Sacred
the
Flame.
internet. That's what distracts neckbeards.
People being wrong on the internet.
Oh god.
Quick, somebody pull up
kill it with
4chan.
holy fire.
I
Do you? So,
I am a gentle bird
Azure,
with a scholar.
do you attempt to kill it with something holy?
I have the cantrip Sacred Flame.
All right. You cast Sacred Blank.
sacred what?
Oh no.
You cast Sacred Morbidly Obese.
Well,
The dragon falls out of the sky, fattened up beyond belief, no longer able to breathe or much less move.
That doesn't feel like we solved the problem. That feels like we made the problem worse.
You've kind of created an ecological disaster area.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we should probably solve that problem.
How do you want to solve that problem?
Let's take its scales.
Unfortunately, I'm only an anthropologist, so I don't know how to deal with dragons.
Siku will attempt to play a song that will encourage the native wildlife to join us and to fix the problem, like out of some kind of Disney musical number.
Yeah, I feel like its scales are probably just Doritos. So just have the wild animals.
But then you'd
They
have more
also just
Dorito
need them
breath.
alive.
Yeah, all right.
No. We'd only have more Dorito breath if we ate the Doritos. All we have to do is remove the scales. And I don't know.
But no
throw
one
them in the
wants
water or
them.
something. Exactly. If nobody wants them, nobody eats them.
It's still alive, just morbidly obese.
Why doesn't one of you just play a workout song?
Wait, are we-
Yeah. Me and Jawa can combine our musical talents to play some kind of jazzercise song.
Yes.
Play an
and
80s montage.
Siku will attempt to will the wildlife to come out so they can be the backup dancers.
All right, so you want to help the Dorito breath dragon work out. And two of you are working on this, so I'll give you advantage. No, wait, no.
Okay.
Jawa's dealing with emotion,
According to-
so that cancels out.
According to the random characters I rolled earlier that I've based mine on, the talent was written as skilled dancer, which is
nice.
kind of kind of another direction from barbarian and scholar. So
You are
I
you
guess
are a
I'm
Renaissance
reading
burb.
this.
That reminds me, I'm
Okay.
fluent in several languages. And also prone to singing,
So
whistling,
you-
or humming quietly. So I do that.
I'll just give you all advantage because you have more advantage than disadvantages.
There
So
we
do
go.
you sing a song of moderate to severe joint pain, or a song about 40 acres and a mule?
Which is more helpful?
I don't know.
Well,
Tell
some
us
people
which
do
is
get
more
moderate to
truthful.
severe joint pain after exercising, but also 40 acres and a mule can also be about exercising.
Well, 40 acres and a mule, like about living a natural, healthy life. Like
Yeah.
you're working the land,
Plowing the fields.
getting exercise while you do your job.
Work that 40 acres and a mule, the jazzercise tune.
You put on a
Like
big
some-
you put on a big old musical production about 40 acres and a mule.
It vaguely resembles Amish paradise.
And by some magical effect, the dragon disappears into light, and what remains in the crater is a morbidly obese, neck-bearded man with Dorito breath who says, "Thank you, you've cured me. I'll do
Sort
as
of.
I'll do as you say and make up for my path of destruction by tilling the land. These 40 acres will do." So maybe he goes on to have a healthy rest of his life, or maybe he dies of a heart attack a few months later. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Moving on.
It slightly does. I mean, it matters to him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everyone's the hero of their own story.
Well,
Plus,
at least
plus
he will-
one man. No, I don't.
At least if he dies, he'll die a hero rather than a villain.
All right. Well,
That's fair.
all right. Your journey continues, and eventually it comes time to find a clearing to make camp. And during the night, something happens. Oh, why can't I sleep at night? Why can't you sleep at night? What's going on? Something is keeping you awake. What is it?
Siku
Okay.
is far too sad to sleep. He keeps.
Besides that, that's just you're starting to process those emotions and get over them. You'll be fine by the morning.
He's focusing
keep an
that
eye
music
out.
into writing the greatest song he can possibly imagine.
Can't let anything get the jump on me.
So yeah, like reasonable things, but there's something supernatural that's keeping you guys awake even past all that. And it turns
might
out
be
to be
whistling
some
into
kind of
everybody's mind.
Birdman.
Oh,
Oh, hi.
another one.
Is
Double
that
cross?
a friend of yours?
DoubleCross, why are you keeping everyone up?
Why am I keeping everyone up?
Are you a bird woman?
What? I'm female. Yes.
All right, so it's some kind of Birdman.
Some kind of.
Close enough.
What is this Birdman doing? Falling
I
into
don't
the
know what
toilet. Just over
I'm not
and over
picking
and
him
over
up.
again. Just like this
So-
this periodic splashing and flailing.
Wow, what
So-
an idiot.
So it's
like,
a portal loop. But there's a portal in the toilet, and the other portal is on top of the toilet.
so you're just falling into the toilet eventually at like Mach 3 because you just keep going through the same portals.
This was
I mean,
clearly
he's very small, so he can't like fit on the seat. So he just keeps like climbing onto it, and then like splash and climbing out to try again, and then falling back in.
The toilet's not a bird bath. Get out.
He knows that, but he's having
I go through
trouble.
my bag. I take out some of my many latex gloves, and I get the Birdman out of the toilet, and then I immediately incinerate the gloves. That's just the only
Do
reason.
you mind if I interrupt and change what you pull out of your bag to help with this?
Oh
Go
no.
on.
You
Go
bring
on.
out
I
some
tried to look for my latex-
some overcompensation.
Okay, so they're very big latex gloves. What about it?
You pull out an entire hazmat suit.
With very big gloves, yes. Like you don't even fit in them, but you're just kind of lifting with the wrists.
It's the sanitation that matters.
All right. You're able to finally well, okay, no, that doesn't quite solve the problem. You've managed to pull him out of the toilet, but he still kind of needs to go.
So do we work together to hold him steady while he goes? I mean, he still has to go to the bathroom. I love the fact
He
that we're not
drowns
really
in the
questioning.
toilet, then he drowns in the toilet. It's not my problem.
With
But
birds.
he's been at this all night. He's keeping you from sleeping.
Nah.
With birds. Why did he need to land to do this?
That's a good
That is
question,
a very
actually.
excellent point.
It's a very civilized bird.
He goes, "Oh yeah,"
I'm a
and then flies
civilized
off. He,
I love the
he
fact
flies.
that we're
He
not
flies
being
off to shit somewhere else in the woods.
Exactly.
We're not even going to
Gentlemen.
question the existence of the toilet.
Nope. It's just a toilet out in the middle of nature.
Well, the rest, the ones of us who aren't birds, need somewhere to leave our excrement.
Did the rest of you use the toilet? No, I don't think that really matters, does it?
I mean, it's more sanitary just leaving it wherever you are.
You
Anyway.
bury it. Oh my god.
All right. The night passes. Shouldn't know what's like a normal peasant. The rest of the night passes uneventfully, and in the morning, why are you all sticky?
Ugh.
They probably got shit on by the bird.
It turns out to be crystal meth for some reason.
Oh.
That is
Somebody made-
that is the drugs I was warning you about that Siku would fall into because of his sadness.
All right, I guess you once they take the meth away, you're still gonna have disadvantage for the rest of the day, buddy. Works for me.
So he fixed his emotional problems by diving headfirst into a pile of crystal meth that got all over everyone else.
I don't know about fixed, but like there's now kind of like a larger superseding issue now.
Well, okay, not fixed,
Repressed.
but yeah, that word,
Yeah.
and that
Are we
augments
letting the repression out of the jar?
We can really save that for the wizard.
No. It just adds more repression into the jar.
We're going to need a bigger jar.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's going to be a barrel at this point.
All right, you continue to travel along on your second day of travel. The
I
wizard's
can't
tower.
see shit.
I should probably state, since I'm seeing people spell it out, it's actually Siku, so you're close, but there's no T in it.
Siku.
Siku.
I'm still not going to remember it. I'm not writing it down. So you begin your second day's travel, and you come across a man in the road who points at you and shouts, "Do not fuck with me! I am literally putting an entire peanut butter and jelly sandwich into the VCR right now." And you see that
not to fuck with him.
he has like he has like a
He's
rolling
somehow got a
like
VCR in this universe.
he's got like a
Is it
rolling
actually
like
hooked it to a television?
What does VCR stand for in this universe?
it is a VCR like in our world.
Okay.
Siku will approach him, reaching out like he's trying.
He's got like a rolling stand with like, you know, the rolling metal stand with like a VCR on the middle layer and a TV on the top layer.
Oh boy.
And he's putting an entire peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just pushing it into the VCR slot.
Man, I know your pain. I know pain better than anything.
I thought I told you, don't fuck with me. And he
I
casts.
don't-
He turns out to be Arnold Schwarzenegger and punches you.
Well, he fucked with it. He did warn us, and he fucked with him.
Yeah.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger just punched the sentient tree. What now?
Yes.
How do you deal with the governor?
Siku will challenge him to a Disney musical style, dance off.
I don't think that's a Disney musical type thing.
Challenge
Well,
him
no,
to see who
It's a
can
bit
do a
more
better
of a
impression of
Bollywood
Arnold
musical type
Schwarzenegger.
thing.
Okay,
I can't do. I'm
Bollywood.
not doing impressions. I'm
Oh,
not doing
we weren't
impressions.
gonna
Well,
ask.
Din isn't here yet, so we can't.
So we would surely win.
Yeah, a song and dance off.
I don't think he's up for that. I think he's more of a muscle wizard casting punch.
Yeah, this is,
Oh yeah, let's give him a Turing test.
You want to give him a Turing test?
and it,
Yeah.
it, turns,
Just suggesting
it,
he
it turns
test.
out he's actually the Terminator, so that might actually work.
There's a card in here that's literally failing the Turing test. I really hope it comes up.
There it is.
We do know this is where the joke comes from.
You give him a test, and the answer is all the poop inside his body.
That's not how that works.
so I guess
He's
a
organic.
So did we so terrify him that he just?
Nope, you
Really?
verified that there is poop inside of his body, and he's got all of it still.
Yeah.
This is a challenging encounter. You still need to deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger, a very real, very alive Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We need to deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger stuffing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich into a VCR.
Why do we care that he's stuffing a peanut butter and jelly sandwich into a VCR?
Do you?
I don't.
Not really.
We weren't supposed to.
It's really
See,
the
you
problem has
will
more
attempt-
become now that like you have fucked with the Schwarzenegger.
Siku will throw his jar of repression at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right. You still have disadvantage, so I'm going to draw 2 cards, and I'm going to pick one.
Oh no.
It either causes him to not give a shit about the third world.
So most of the physical plane.
Yeah, he just stops caring. He takes his VCR on a stand and TV on a stand and just
Rolls
walks
away.
off. Yeah, just walks off.
This is a very bizarre adventure.
Anyone here named
fucking
Jojo?
Nope.
Don't you dare!
Is that a JoJo reference?
Oh my
Probably.
god, it's not a fucking JoJo reference.
You thought it was
No,
a JoJo reference,
don't worry about
but
backseating this bootleg. This is
it was actually a Dio reference.
absolutely
Oh,
open
no.
to chat interpretation. Honestly, by all means. All right. So you've managed to clear that, and it looks like he left something behind. It was moral ambiguity.
I'll take that.
You got it.
We'll
Congratulations.
to use that later.
You now
You're not
possess.
true neutral.
Yeah.
Yep, went from chaotic evil to true neutral. What a day.
Exactly.
So it seems.
So you continue down the road, and there is an obstruction in your path in the you enter through. You have to go through a tunnel, a dark cave,
Mhm.
and you've heard rumors about this cave. You've heard that it lurks in the night. It hungers for flesh. This summer, no one is safe from court-ordered rehab.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Everybody just looks at the tree man.
yeah.
Siku now has to go through rehab by the order of the law.
Because of all the math.
And you all have to help him.
Oh, here. Okay, well, I suppose that wasn't what I was going to say, but
So this is very difficult. They force you not only to confront your exposure to meth, but also the emotions that drove you into it in the first place.
I'm going to just take a very direct approach and do a Shia LaBeouf, just do it, as in get over it.
I suppose, Jala, are you okay with that approach?
yes, I am. Yes, go ahead with that approach.
All right. With your... Eventually, it doesn't work, so they eventually give you a magical tablet containing a world of unlimited pornography.
Yeah, that'll really
Okay,
get you off the drugs.
we could give it to the maids later so that he could learn his ways about trying to get rid of the big butts.
Just replace one addiction with another.
Yeah, basically.
That works.
Court-ordered
Every
rehab. Well, you have that now.
Meek, no!
No,
Oh, so they invent the internet.
no, it's a magical tablet with access to a world of unlimited pornography. That's all it is.
So it's an iPad.
Yes.
The internet was already there.
But since he got since he got over his meth addiction, they let him leave rehab, and there's still a wizard to contend with, so you're kind of forced to continue on.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the rehab really delayed your journey. So when you exit the tunnel, it's a portal. All right.
God damn it.
When you exit the tunnel, the sun is already setting, so you need to decide whether you're going to make camp again or try to push on to the wizard's tower after nightfall.
Well, the last time we tried to sleep, a bird kept falling into a toilet.
Well, you're out of that area now.
Yeah, but birds can fly, so there's no reason.
You're probably not going to run into the same bird, no.
Presumably, we're not going to run into the same bird. This has better not become a running gag.
Well, what do you decide?
Just finding all these toilets scattered around the wilderness.
I say we press on just to see what happens.
Yeah, let's keep going.
All right, I'm going to assume everyone's in agreement on that.
Press on through the night. Siku will sing a song about pressing on through the night.
All right, if you keep insisting. You sing a song about the secret formula for ultimate female satisfaction.
Which I'm sure has nothing to do with the portal of porn.
Yeah, no, nothing at all. As you venture into the woods at night. Oh, sorry, did you have something to add?
I've decided to walk at the back of the party with with a hand over my face.
That sounds about right. As you venture into the woods at night, you start to wonder, wait, why are you broke? None of you has any money left, even though you just completed a job before starting on this one.
We
Well,
got paid for it, didn't we?
In Siku's case, it's because he's wearing an
We
awful
got paid
lot
in
of
men,
bling.
didn't we?
Yeah, we got paid in
Oh,
men.
yeah.
That was part of the problem.
Do we have men?
They all got shoved into the barrel of a gun.
Well, about
We
half
didn't
of
all
it.
get shoved into the barrel of the gun.
They all followed after Lee.
So, the men kind of reached into the communal purse and spent all your money on the Bowflex revolution.
On the what?
And now they're
It's
all
a-
buffs.
It's
An
they
exercise
basically
thing.
they basically bought a bunch of exercise machines, and they are just constantly
wanna-
working out into the night.
They
Well,
want to
I'm
get.
very
They
weak,
want
so
to
I
get
could
the
use
best.
that.
They want
Incredible.
to get
We've
their.
invented the YMCA.
They want to get the best. They want to get their best butts possible.
No. They saw the governor and said, "Wow, that guy's really ripped. So we need to get really ripped." So when we weren't looking, they took the money and they got the Bowflex stuff.
Explains the spectacular abs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, we
it-
can't eat exercise equipment.
The problem is that like they basically force you to stop. Like, you know, they're forcing everyone to help carry the exercise machines, which are very heavy, especially with all the weights. And they're stopping
Which is
like
in itself more exercise.
multiple times an hour just to set them down and continue on their workout. And they're going through all the meats and nuts and all the protein in your rations. This is becoming kind of a problem that's draining your resources very quickly and time.
Yes.
Yep.
So how do you deal
Clearly,
with this?
Siku will try to break the exercise equipment.
no. I have a better idea. I think we should come up with a spell that makes them instantly buff, so they can just stop doing that.
Sure. Is that everyone in agreement on
Unless-
that?
Unless somebody has a better idea.
I'm not sure anyone does.
Yeah.
All right, you put your heads together and your arcane knowledge to cast a spell using my dead son's baseball glove as a focus,
What?
and a bunch of bullshit happens, and it's fine. Whatever. Just bullshit. Let's move on.
Wait, was that the actual card you drew?
Yes, I drew bullshit.
I wasn't sure if you were exasperated or if that was the actual.
No, that was
It's
that
a
was
little
the
of both.
that was the card, and I just went with it. Oh, this is so great. All right, so you push on through the night.
With our gloriously buff man and a trail of bullshit.
They're men. They're men in tights. They're roaming through the forest looking for a fight,
No fights.
Yeah.
We just want to get to the damn wizard.
so we can fight him.
So you push through and you reach the bottom of the wizard's tower, but you were all extremely tired from having basically gone through most of the night without sleep. Do you try to find a place to camp, or do you try to just push on through?
Well, we'll camp because we'll need to be well rested after all the bullshit that we just did.
Yep.
All right, so you make camp some distance away from the tower, but you've basically reached your destination. But in the middle of the night, it seems that the wizard has definitely taken notice of you, because in the morning, he sends down his worthless son.
It's very nice of him to have waited until morning to have done so, really.
Well, but in the morning, his worthless son is in the camp, like eating your food.
We should make him not worthless. Make him buff too.
Considering that this man is trying to rid the world of liking big butts, I'm not sure that like physical prowess is what he values most, what he sees as worthy.
Well,
No.
We'll make him
They're
worth
child.
join our
We'll
party of
make a
men.
manly wizard out of him.
Yeah, he doesn't really have magic, but he's gonna stop you, I guess. I don't know. He's just not really into it.
Now, child,
Let's have the
has
men
your
teach
father
him.
considered the evolutionary purposes of liking big butts and not being able to lie about it? I would know them.
We'll-
I'm
we'll-
an
we'll-
anthropologist.
we'll
Anthropologically.
Anthropologically.
All
a history
so-
course.
so
History course on butts.
your goal here is to try and teach him a trade, basically.
Yes.
Something that will help him make something of his life.
Make him not worthless.
An official butt inspector.
Well,
Well, we need to make him something to convince his dad.
I mean, aren't we going to
or at least get him out of your way, basically.
Yes.
One of the two.
Yeah, he was sent to assassinate you, but he's really bad at it, so he's just gonna eat all your food until you make him go away. So you all put your heads together, you and the men, and eventually you teach him, you show him a tribe of warrior women.
Well,
That just happens to be nearby.
Yeah, just passing through, and he kind of goes along with them for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
You didn't really end up teaching him anything, but
He'll learn. Or he'll die.
yeah,
That's how
basically
the world works.
that's grim.
All right, well, you are
It's no
now
less
free and
grim
clear
than the man with the
to.
40 acres and a mule.
You are now free and clear to storm the wizard's tower. But as you approach the front gates, you see this swirling magical energy, this sort of anti-butt energy gathering at the top of the tower. So you need to hurry.
Siku will try.
I'll be
and play
fine.
song
I'm a
that
bird.
Siku will attempt to play a song that will lure the wizard out of his tower to confront them directly.
It's when all you have is a hammer.
Just use it to break the tower.
We try to play a cacophonous tune that brings down the tower.
Like Jericho, but on a much smaller scale.
All right. So you're just gonna play the Big Butts I Cannot Lie song?
Sure, why not?
Yes, he will play that song.
All right, you play that song, you sing that ditty, and it sort of like interferes with the gathering magic, buying you a bit more time and interrupting the wizard's ritual. But it doesn't bring him down or the tower down.
We're probably going to have to go up.
Yeah.
You should
Well-
be able to now climb the tower without losing your appreciation of big butts.
A very important detail.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's valuable.
We tried parading around at blasting trumpets. I don't
I mean,
know if it's
that
that
was my
kind of story.
first- And that was one of my suggestions, Jericho style.
I didn't like it, so we're not doing it.
Okay, Siku is going to see if he can bust the front door down.
All right, make a strength check. You get the Pope to help you out.
My goodness, it's an honor.
Just help
Well, I
you
mean,
just shoulder check the door open.
So Pope Francis. What I don't actually remember his full name.
Well, I mean, as Pope, he's
We can
just
make up a pope.
Francis.
His name is just Pope. Pope.
It is the Pope.
It-
It's
It doesn't matter which
giant
one.
pope.
It's the Pope.
the
then
Battle
it-
Pope.
And then he climbs into his Pope mobile and drives off.
I've done my deed for the day.
He blesses you and wishes you well.
Yay.
I'm not sure I really buy this blessing.
Well, he too values big butts, so that's why he.
Oh,
helped.
and that blessing is switching to
They are a gift
Geico.
from God.
So, does that mean we all have cars to drive up the tower now?
No, you just
had a
have
great car.
really good insurance for when you eventually get cars in 600 years or so.
As the Pope
Right.
as the Pope drives off, Siku will play a hymn in his honor to
Wait, so it's going to take us 600 years to get cars, but the Pope has a Pope-mobile,
He's the
Well, yeah,
Pope.
which is a
Pope.
car.
Well, yeah, it's the Pope.
Oh, sorry.
It's just above the law, is he?
It just all caught up with me all at once. And the chat's just slaying me over and over again. Yeah, the Pope's help you save 15% or more on car insurance. Could God make a butt so big even he couldn't lie about it? May the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost bless your insurance. The Pope was here to answer all of those questions. I am
It does
dying.
nothing.
My cheeks hurt. Not those cheeks.
I wasn't even thinking of that until you said something.
Exactly. Oh, this is stupid, and I
Anyway.
love it. All right, so you enter the
We
first
have an
floor.
open door now.
You enter the first floor of the wizard's tower.
The ground floor or the...
Ground floor.
Okay.
And you encounter the Holy Bible.
Ah, that
What's
green
no, the
Pope
Pope-
back.
Pope.
The Pope left it.
There's a Holy Bible here.
No, that's why you needed the Pope to get the door open, because it was being protected by the Holy Bible.
Siku will pick up the Holy Bible.
What are you going to do with the Holy Bible?
We
there is
could use it to kill. We could use it to kill Mom when we find her.
a trap is deployed as you pick up the Holy Bible. And it's ghosts!
Oh no!
It's ghosts all around you.
In retaliation, I will play the Ghostbusters theme.
Siku will also play the Ghostbusters theme.
Is it up to me to actually do something?
Yes. Because the bards are just going to play
Alright.
music through every single part of this.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
like
I
to
mean,
examine the ghosts and figure out if there's something I can do.
You have to have a bitchin' soundtrack. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I'll give you advantage. So you use insight on the ghosts, and you discover either that they're making a pouty face, or they're saying "I love you."
Oh,
You know, it could be both in this situation.
One of them you have to act on. No, actually, no. What? Yeah, they're both. It's both. They're making pouty faces at you and saying "I love you."
I'm already uncomfortable about this.
Maybe they were sent here by my patron.
Do you want to try and remind me what your patron is?
A celestial who's been looking after my family for generations.
This was triggered by Jawa's character picking up the Holy Bible and springing a trap that released ghosts.
The ghost disarmed the trap.
Do you want to check in with your patron to see if that's the case?
Sure.
All right. Your patron farts.
Is that
Make
all
of
it is?
make of that what you will.
I'm sorry to
the-
tell
the-
you that your patron stinks.
Yeah.
The patron butt dialed you.
Can't really get rid of her though.
Too many butts.
In any case, we now have a horde of sad, lonely ghosts.
Yeah, and they're swarming around you so constantly that it's hard to get
Have they not
past.
tried saying "I love you" to each other? Maybe their soulmates are actually disembodied and in the room right now. As souls. Dead ones. Potentially.
Make a persuasion check to convince them of that.
Let's join the ghosts together in eternal matrimony.
Siku,
The ghosts become ghouls magically in the light of this realization.
I don't know if that's
That's
an improvement or not.
unusually consistent.
Siku will begin doing the thriller dance.
Stop.
When two ghosts love each other very much,
They become ghouls, I guess.
or they make a ghoul. I don't know.
Well,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
can't believe we
you
tried to breed ghosts.
you lead them in a thriller dance, and then they go elsewhere to enjoy their new relationships with their now physical bodies, their physical undead bodies.
Make of that what you will.
Not too much.
You help them all to come out.
Yeah. There is in the opposite side of the room. There is a stairwell, but it leads both up and down to a basement.
I mean, should we check the basement before going up, or should we just go straight up?
It's safe to assume that there is some that usually a wizard keeps very well protected but very powerful treasure in the basement.
Well, sounds like we should
Check the basement for treasures to defeat the wizard.
hopefully it's not just the VCR that got a peanut butter sandwich stuffed in it.
Well, we've already drawn that card, so it's not going to come up again.
Yeah.
It's not going to come up again.
Probably not. Maybe.
All right. You head on down to the basement, and you find a group of elves guarding the place. But having tired of poetry and music, these immortal elves now fill their days with the economy.
So they
all-
become CPAs.
Yep. They're just doing people's taxes down there, and it's so incredibly boring and corrupt that it's staggering.
So they're
The pixies
elves
from
are
Fairly Odd
just
Parents.
accountants.
Let's take one of them to be our treasurer, because clearly we can't trust the men that we got.
Well, right now they're in the employ of the wizard.
Well, we're gonna beat them up and take their contracts, and then they'll be ours.
But then they'll be out of a
I don't
job.
think that's how that works.
No, they'll be under our employ, where they will make no money.
Are you going
But
to
we
pay their
pay
salaries? Oh. No, that's not a convincing enough offer. You need to come up with something weirder or cleverer to get them out of your way.
CQ will give him his eye.
You can use our exercise equipment.
Ah, yes, become buff elves.
CQ will give them his iPad.
Become the only elves that are jacked enough to pull a tree out of the ground and plant it somewhere else.
Like Siku.
They are intrigued by this offer of both the Bowflex Revolution, which through some kind of bullshit you still managed to drag here. And they are so excited that they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go punch a congressman in the face, and they all leave.
Was that a card or was that you?
Yeah.
It was punching a congressman in the face. If only the wizard was a congressman.
Nope. No,
That was
they're-
beautifully consistent.
Sometimes I have to look at these and figure out how it all comes together. But I guess that's half the fun.
It sounds like how I want to enjoy most of my weekends.
No, you couldn't. Obviously, you couldn't just ignore them. They were boring bureaucrats. They have to be dealt with. Moving on.
They surround themselves
Have you not watched Futurama? You can't get around bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now they're gonna go punch politicians.
Look, our party comes from the experience of having a mysterious cabal of attractive men just with us.
All right. So those elves, those CPA elves, were guarding a very powerful, uninterrupted history of imperialism and exploitation. And behind that,
It's an Encyclopedia Britannica.
they were guarding famine.
So do we stuff that into a jar?
How many jars do you have?
I want to wonder if this is Famine, the character from Fallout is Dragons.
No, no one's gonna get that. It's been years, and it's just a crazy unicorn pony anyway.
So we've obtained a crazy unicorn pony and we stuffed it into a jar.
If you want to make this a Fallout as Dragons reference, yes. You now have a crazy unicorn pony named Famine.
And we put him in a jar.
And you put him in a jar.
We put him in a jar like that bloody DeviantArt meme.
What?
No, isn't that a box?
No, there is a jar. There is a glass jar that people draw characters in.
I see. Not gonna question it. All right, you now have this pony in a jar, and you head on up to the second floor of you don't know how many, however long it takes to fill out another hour. I don't know. No, not that long. Not that long. All right. So on the second floor, sure. You find the wizard himself having come down to mock you, and he says, "Your persistence is admirable, my dear princes, but you cannot win my heart with medieval times internet and tournament alone." He might
I
be
think
making
he's kind of mistaken about why we're here.
he might be making an assumption based on all the men you brought.
This is true.
Yeah.
A good point, yes.
He also apparently thinks you're royalty, so there's that.
Well,
He also thinks you're trying to seduce him. Maybe? I don't know. We're
Siku
trying to win him
will
over.
Siku will throw his iPad at the wizard.
you should tie him to a chair and force him to watch it.
He's very powerful. That assumes you managed to subdue him first.
Let's see. How do we subdue a wizard?
You throw the iPad at him,
Persuasion.
and he is treated to horrible sights of Velcro. And he goes, and disappears in a puff of smoke, presumably to one of the higher floors.
Loops and hooks, loops and hooks, loops and hooks.
No,
Velcro, though.
Yeah, that's how it
Very,
works.
very zoomed
Yeah.
in Velcro.
Yeah, it is.
Velcro, my weakness.
Or Bailey, who says, Velcro fetish, nice.
Ew, no.
Yeah, I was trying to think of how that was in the context of porn, and then my brain shut off. So
Yeah.
no, thanks.
Yeah, we're done.
Is that
All
like
right,
the
you-
sound? Because no.
Well, you got loops and you got hooks. The hooks go into the loops. There you go.
No, not there you go. You go up to the third floor now. And
You're
there you
banished
find
to
He's still making me imagine the anatomy version of that.
No.
you find the color puce.
Oh,
What?
okay. Puce. It's puce.
I don't even know what color that is.
It's a type of purple.
Oh, okay.
Just the entire room is puce. The
Horrendous.
concept of the color puce stands in your way.
Is the concept of the color puce hiding anything else?
I subdue it. I subdue it with the complementary color to puce.
What is the
Which
complementary color to puce?
I figure it's some form of yellow.
That would
Yeah.
be extremely tight pants.
Well, I mean, we did look around all the extremely buff guys. I'm sure they have some tight pants lying around.
The puce is absorbed into the extremely tight pants until they are a fabulous pair of extremely tight pants.
I look at puce, and my best guess for the opposite of puce would be chartreuse. So now we have a nice rhyme.
Once you
Using
have
chartreuse pants.
once you have defeated the puce, what is left is a rival dojo. The puce was covering up a whole
Interesting.
like martial arts training dojo.
What can we learn from this dojo?
Who challenge you?
Clearly, we need to have need to have a martial arts tournament.
A martial arts tournament where we take their emblem and make them follow us.
Well, a bird type is a strength advantage against punch. So
Yes,
flank is a
because
strength advantage against fighting.
I have
That's
them
what I was
fight
looking
the
for.
we pit our bird versus the fighting types of the dojo.
I am not just a barbarian. I am also an anthropologist. I know where to punch you.
So it's all right then. In that case, I will give you advantage to fight the dojo in one against many combat. And the dojo comes at you with either bags of money or my inner demons.
Steal their money.
Yeah, I'm taking their money.
Alternatively, steal their demons.
What are you, a magpie?
No.
So the dojo just comes at you. Their signature style is just swinging around bags of money, which they might not have realized at this point it's mostly like paper bills. So it's not like that heavy. And so
It's still kind of heavy.
I mean, they're still kind of heavy, and it's unpleasant.
Luckily, as
but,
we
like,
mentioned before, I am a dancer.
yeah, they're unwieldy, not great martial arts weapons, and you're able to beat them all pretty easily. And by rules of honor of the dojo, you get to take all their cash.
Yes.
Sweet. We replaced the money that we lost in the Bowflex scam.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you're no longer broke.
Yay!
I'm no longer broke.
All right. You climb up into the fourth and final floor of the wizard's tower, and this like paused anti-butt magic swirling all around you as the wizard resumes his ritual, and he says, "Aha! You won't get me with Velcro this time." Why did that kill you?
You said it with a straight face.
I always. It's what I do. It's deadpan is all I got.
When all you have is a deadpan voice.
Oh. Oh.
All right. So he makes the first move and casts the terrorists against you.
Ah, shit.
This boss now has ads in the forms of terrorists.
Oh, ads.
Get
For a
Batman
second,
here.
I was thinking pop-up ads. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Additional supporting units, yes.
Okay.
Am I good at poker? Probably not. Even though
We
my
have to
avatar is
defeat the
literally a straight
terrorists.
face.
Let's see. We have to defeat the terrorists.
We have to defeat the terrorists.
Let's
With the
persuade
Holy
them to turn
Bible.
on their master.
We'll use the Holy Bible against the terrorists.
Do you want to read something out the Bible or just throw the book?
Siku
no, read
will find
Read something.
Siku will begin reading through the book.
All right. I'm gonna just dig through until I find something that fits. Ah, you read a passage about being chosen by God to win a free iPod Nano.
That's filled with all the porn you want.
That's not the kind of ad we were talking about. You established this.
The terrorists quickly run out to try and get their free iPod Nano before the offer expires. This legitimate offer. And the wizard goes, curses!
Defeated again by a tablet.
Fuck.
I hate technology. I hate how they make all these big, disgusting butts accessible to everyone.
Sounds like someone's jealous.
I am not. And he casts another spell at you, summoning Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Shit, we're living that Pokemon meme where Queen Elizabeth is the champion.
We are absolutely living it right now.
Let's see.
God save the Queen in chat.
We'll try to win her over with a moving rendition of "God Save the Queen."
Yes. We'll
Interpretive dance to God Save the Queen.
No, I mean we literally have two bards. So.
Yeah.
2 bards and a dancer.
Azure, do you have any ideas?
A barbarian scholar dancer.
Give her the pony in a jar.
You think she'd be into that?
Maybe. Only one
She
way
just
to
saw it
find out in
for
this
Ascot.
continuum.
She just saw it for Ascot.
I mean, it's a little pony. She does like corgis, right? That's the one who likes corgis.
That's
Who doesn't?
the one who likes corgis. Yes. Fantastic identification.
It sounds like somebody's hitting their head against the desk. Who is that?
Who do you think?
Okay, good. Pissed off the bread. Check. All right. You throw the unicorn in a jar at her, and Famine pops out, and they seem delighted by each other. And the queen hops onto Famine's back, and along with a micro pig wearing a tiny raincoat and booties.
Ah, the best card.
And says, I'm going to go show this to my grandchildren. And heads out on a peyote field vision quest. That was a string of cards that I had to string together.
Yeah.
And somehow it works.
Improv is a
she got
hell
here
of a
somehow.
drug. And the wizard goes, curses, how do you keep having all these answers? And now he is briefly drained. It is your turn to attack.
Oh,
Let's see. What non-song solution can we use?
punching.
Let's cast Eldritch Blank.
Everyone cool with that?
I love the sound of that.
You cast Eldritch. Nope.
That should stop his spell.
Eldritch Gandalf.
Eldritch Gandalf. Nice.
Imagine Gandalf, but with the face of Cthulhu, and this is what you've summoned.
Perfect.
Ah, that's the beard.
All right, the original card, because it was on the stream, is Eldritch 10 Incredible Facts About the Anus.
Sounds a bit eldritch.
So I will give you the choice between Eldritch Gandalf or Eldritch 10 Incredible Facts About the Anus.
On the one hand, Eldritch Gandalf is pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. But on the other hand, he might be weak to butts, and that's why he's trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, but what if teaching him the incredible facts about the anus makes him want to get rid of the butts even more?
That
Eldritch
is a risk
Gandalf it
we
is.
should be willing to take.
There's also the fact that the anus doesn't really have much to do with the size of the cheeks.
There is that too.
So I
Eldritch
say we
Gandalf
go with
it is.
Eldritch Gandalf. Have a wizard duel.
Are the facts Eldritch or are the anuses? It's Eldritch 10 incredible facts about the anus. From Eldritch Feed.
Oh, the 10 is Eldritch. Okay. It's a 10 in base 16 or something.
Mm.
I think in either case, knowing too much about either would probably just cause sanity loss.
Let's go with Eldritch Gandalf.
Yeah,
Who just
Eldritch
spouts
Gandalf.
incredible facts about the anus.
Just bombards the wizard's mind with incredible facts about the anus. And he goes,
Eldritch-
no! The problem is Eldritch Gandalf does not think much of you puny mortals, and you all, too, are at risk of being bombarded with endless, bottomless, incredible facts about the anus.
Why did you say bottomless?
Because
Because you have to be bottomless to show your anus.
Oh, by the way, my nose glows in the dark.
what?
What?
Yeah, it's the binding mark.
Okay. Good for you.
Yep.
Anyway,
Roger.
as a bird,
Let's hope he doesn't quiz us on these facts.
as a bird, I technically don't have an anus, so goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've defeated the wizard, but now we have to contend with Eldritch Gandalf.
Yes.
Hmm.
This could be worse.
It very much could be.
Do you- are you trying to
So
counter?
I
With,
have
are you
all-
trying to counter with 10 incredible facts about Cloacca's double cross?
No.
Good.
Let's have the anthropologist battle wits with more amazing facts of other things.
I wish to tell you the secrets of human society. The things that only I, as a complete outsider, can tell you.
Okay. You tell him the ultimate secret of human society, which is embryonic stem cells. Distill
Yeah.
all
That's
of
not-
human existence and achievement into one thing, and that turns out to be embryonic stem cells.
That's not right. That's too coherent of an answer. Deal again.
Okay, fine, if you insist. The ultimate answer of humanity is throwing a virgin into a volcano. There we go. There we go.
That's also anthropology. All right.
Well, you know how people get the nickname of wizard.
What?
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to explain the wizard thing?
Yes.
You don't have to, but
Now everyone has to
internet-
hear this.
Old internet joke that if a man reaches 30 and is still a virgin, he is officially a wizard, because that must be what he spent all his time doing. Was studying sorcery.
Oh wow,
It's
Congratulations.
clearly.
that's
Yeah.
that's
congratulations, you found my secret.
that's beyond retro. Wow.
So we can win humanity by just throwing the wizard into the volcano.
No, I think you explain this to Eldritch Gandalf, and he's just like, oh, what? Ugh. That's just a gross characterization. I'm out of here.
and he poofs out of existence with something that says poof in the black tongue.
Yeah, basically. And the wizard is now just like in the fetal position on the floor, just clutching his head, going, "No, no more facts. Unsubscribe
no,
anus
Bailey,
facts."
Not no, Bailey, not 13. 30.
Oh, 30.
Not. You mentioned 13.
Oh,
No.
I was wondering what you were on about for a second.
It was a little hard to tell the exact number there. But it was 3-0, not 1-3, which would have been an extra level of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it would.
So anyway, you
Viewer discretion is advised for a reason.
yeah.
Very much
good. It
so.
showed up as 30 in the captions. Good, good. It got that right at
Oh,
least.
thank you, Google.
Okay, so the wizard is on his knees, but still trying to recover. Do you finish him off?
Siku will walk over and smack him over the head.
Just that?
That seems anticlimactic.
We could also yell at him about trying to take away everybody's appreciation, but
Siku, you go to smack the wizard, but there's something magical in the air charges up your smacking hand and causes you to briefly embody the power of Loki, the trickster god. So as you slap him, he turns into the entire Morbin Tabernacle choir. And suddenly the room is very crowded, because that's a lot of people.
you turned him into an entire room of people who want to destroy bad appreciation. Good job.
His final form.
His final form, a cult.
Time for a battle of the bands.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this you've been pushing the song choices all day. This might as well be how it ends.
So it's the YMCA versus the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Yep.
Yep.
No, that's not the band name. The village people, not the. God damn it!
You
It's close
sing
enough.
you sing a song about sniffing glue. It's a trap.
All you are saying is don't you sniff glue.
They counter with a song about the tiny calloused hands of the Chinese children that made this card, which is very
Oh.
effective.
Ah, it is.
Well, maybe more
Let's
effective
see.
on the others.
Just-
As you recall, I've got moral ambiguity.
This is.
Oh my god, the callbacks. Wow, how long have you been sitting on that, man?
It just came to mind.
Oh.
Excellent
All right.
work.
The others are struck by the moral implications of this struggle, but you are left unparalyzed, and you can take an action against them. The
All
final blow
right.
is yours.
I'm gonna do something with telepathy because I can do that as a ghostwise halfling.
All right. With your telepathy, you summon Jafar, who is
Another
very
accidental callback.
happy that your actions resulted in the death of Ali Ababa, and so uses his sorceress magic to do away with the Morbin Tabernacle Choir, put them all in an hourglass.
Excellent.
Wait, so does this mean we have to fight Jafar now?
No, Jafar's
he's
cool.
on our
Jafar's
side.
cool with you. You did him a solid.
Yep. So now he's going to
Are
be
we
the
go-
Sultan. I think is how that was going to go. Been a long
Ah.
time since I've seen Aladdin.
I
Who
think that
knows?
was his plan. Yes.
Or he'll
It
just
was
go
his
get
plan
them
via
somewhere else.
if Jasmine didn't choose to marry anyone, then he'd altered the law so that she would marry him.
Hmm.
Jafar's fine with big butts. He doesn't care.
Fair enough.
So the tower is his now, and you return to the village with news of your successful mission. The butts of the worlds are saved.
Yay!
And the mayor says, "We cannot thank you enough, but here we just have this humble offering of however much weed $20 could buy
Not much.
for all of you to share." The end. Holy shit!
So do we have to share it with the men as well?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, the men were a part of your party. Oh,
Wow.
holy
We don't have enough
cow!
weight for this.
I just roll it up and pass it around.
Pass it on the left-hand side. All right. Huge reward.
Spud.ex, yes.
I that could not have been more a perfect punchline. Just like you do all of that, you save the world from a fate of terrible flat butts, and you get $20 worth of weed for all of you. Congratulations.
See, I thought it was funny because it was the callback to the whole drug thing in the middle.
Oh,
We just got him
wow.
off this problem. He's back on.
Wow. Okay. I know Din really wanted to be in this, and we're only about an hour and a half into this. Din,
Bless you.
how far from home do you think you are? Because if we do like another hour and a half session, you think you can maybe get you in on this? That's what I'm kind of thinking. Because we're only an hour and a half in. Usually we do this for 3 hours. We could do another quick one. Just from scratch. Oh, maybe I
It's
could, like,
time to roll a new bird,
with new characters and whatnot.
but probably still a bird.
And maybe I could, like, take a breath and drink some water.
Yes, you should.
Wow.
Well, I mean, yeah, weed'll do that to you.
I'm not having any. I come from a teetotaler family.
Oh, I'm not having any either. It treats me horribly.
Oh, I'm gonna step aside and Din is 5 miles away, depending on traffic.
Oh,
That could mean, depending on where he lives, that could mean anything.
oh, I like this roll.
Five miles as the bird flies.
So not 5 miles.
Yeah. I think if y'all are cool with continuing, I think we'll just do another fresh session after a bit
Alright.
of a break.
I've certainly got excess characters to go through.
Let's see. I need a.
I'm actually surprised we got all the way through that without anyone dying.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. But anyway, I'm going to go to intermission, get some water, take a break and get there in 15 minutes to take you through the Blunder Mountain. Oh, can I be a player too? Can you run one? I don't know. But you Din ran one yesterday, so like I want to give you the chance to play in one. Although, if you're implying like a Cards Against Humanity parody of the Undermountain, the Forgotten Ones, that'd be also kind of fun. Oh, that's tempting. Anyway, we'll go to intermission. We'll take a break. I'll probably split this into 2 episodes in the podcast and YouTube versions, just because, just to delineate them. So, yeah. We will resume in a little bit, 15 minutes maybe. With more another session of this.
Whatever the hell this is.
Whatever the hell this insanity is, yes.
Draw a card and see what we call it.
We call it slapping a racist old lady.
Hi. I can very briefly chat because I'm finally alone in my car. Yeah, it's fine. I would be since I have the whole session I did yesterday planned out. I can literally just run y'all through it and it'll be fun.
Yeah, why not? I'm actually kind of interested to see how this plays out.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll wait for Dan to get home and then do the thing.
Yeah, like I said, I'm actually I just got past the wreck that was blocking my way, so it should be like 10 minutes from here.
Ah, good.
So.
All right. Then we shall take a 10-minute break. I'll probably try to be back on at the top of the hour. And then we'll kind of set up and discuss.
Excellent.
All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back shortly.